Girl Tribe Gaming. Podcast on. I said it. Podcast on.
Hello and welcome to Girl Tribe Gaming, a podcast mostly about video games. I'm Zen.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to episode 32. So Zen, what are you drinking?
Oh, I definitely need a drink tonight. I am drinking a Corona. Okay, so quick story before we get into the games.
Okay.
I stopped at Menards, a hardware store, on the way home to get cat food because I got cat food and to get a plank of wood. And I'm getting back into my truck, and this dude in a minivan pulls up, and he's like staring at me. And I'm like, first of all, I'm like, just go. Just slam on the gas and go. And I'm like, okay, unroll your window. And he's like, hey, you married? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you're just want to let you know you're beautiful. And I'm like, and then I was like, I think I'm just like scared to death. Like,
what did this guy look like, Zen? What?
Okay, so picture like Lil Wayne in a beat up minivan.
Oh my god. Is it a white minivan?
No, it's like this blue, terrible blue. And he's like, you want to be my friend? And like I said no.
For real?
And then he looked at me like he was going to shoot me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dying, going to die. And then I was like, yeah, I could be your friend. And then he's like, so you want to get lunch sometime? And I was like, I'm dating someone. I can't. And he's like, oh, well, it's good to meet you. And then he drove away in a minivan.
That's scary and random.
I know.
So,
I mean, do I look that desperate with cat food and a piece of, like, plywood? I felt like...
That is a random purchase. Is he like... Is it like a pet store or is it like a general...
No, it's like this. It's called Menards, and they have tons of crap and building material. And people go there to shop for everything.
Oh,
so,
I thought maybe it was like a pet store, and he's like hanging out in the parking lot looking for lonely cat ladies.
He was definitely hanging out in the parking lot.
That's
and he saw
creepy.
that bag of cat food and was like, she's lonely.
Oh my goodness. You should be
my God.
Do you play video games?
No, I was just like,
no.
Just go
away. Please leave me alone. Well, I have a story then if you're going to share a story real fast. Okay, you know how the joke going around is the motto is bubble girl, and I just need to be in a bubble because I'm going to kill myself.
Yes.
Well, the other day I was having a headache and it was not doing well. And I'm in the car, I slammed the door. Yeah, I slammed my foot in the door and bent it like backwards the wrong way. Like, not good.
Ouch.
Then, I better sit down, right? So I'm playing some games. I go to the bathroom, and I go up the stairs. Somehow, I got dizzy, whack my head on the railing. So I hit my forehead on the railing up the stairs. And then I thought I had made it safely the rest of the night. And it's the end of the night, and I'm telling Kelly this story. And I'm like, gesturing with my hands. Somehow I hit myself in the eye and like instantly get like this red mark. And the next morning Kelly goes, it kind of looks like you might have got hit in the face.
You beat the crap out of yourself. That's what it sounds like.
It's amazing I'm still alive after that day. So hello.
No, yeah, very amazing.
So Zen, this weekend you have been playing a Ori and the Blind Forest. You got
my gosh.
Yeah, we got a code from Microsoft Game Studios, and you have been... Zen, I don't know a whole lot about the game. I know the visuals, I've seen that, and I love the music.
That's not the music that I've been hearing a lot of. More of the music is like calm and peaceful. That's probably like when you're fighting like a boss or something.
Okay, so that's like the promo music. The music you're probably used to is more like this.
Yeah, nice and peaceful.
Yeah, the music's beautiful in this game. But
Yes.
So you've been playing it. The game will be coming out tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, when
March
you listen
11th.
to this, it'll be out when you hear it.
Yeah. So I have been looking forward to this game since I first laid eyes on it.
Yeah,
It looked beautiful, and you didn't know a whole lot about it, but it just like,
yeah,
it looked so intriguing.
you were drawn to this when we talked about it during last E3.
Yeah. And it's coming out for Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was coming out on PC. Okay.
Yeah, those, you have to double check. I think 360 and PC might be delayed, or it might just be the 360.
Oh, okay.
Have to double check that one. And it's rated E for everybody, so that's great too.
Mm-hmm. 1999.
Yeah, 1999. Holy smokes. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
So I'll give you a little rundown on the basic of the story without giving out a whole lot of spoilers. I mean, there's not going to be any spoilers that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. So it follows the story of a little creature named Ori.
Mm-hmm.
And Ori, in the beginning of the game, was cast away from his family and his home. And he was picked up and found by this other creature that kind of looks like a bear. And its name was Naru. And Naru and Ori are like best friends. And they in the beginning of the game, they develop like how they have this relationship, and they're just there for each other and supporting each other in this beautiful land. And this land is hit by a storm, and the land starts dying, and everything, the beauty falls away, and creatures start getting sick. And then it's up to Ori to go on a quest to save his land, his home world, and everybody that he loves in it. So within the first 10 minutes, like, my emotions were going up and down and all around, and was like, I just really cared about these two little creatures in this beautiful world.
Wow.
I've never had that happen so quick in a game, but I was like, I'm going to cry. And it's only 10 minutes in this game.
Then your eyes almost sweated?
They did. I was like, oh my gosh.
So this is a platformer?
They call it an action adventure platformer.
Okay.
So you play as Ori, and Ori is this glowy looking cat creature thing. Really cute and delicate looking.
Okay, we'll put some pictures in the show notes.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Clips.
I would totally want one as a pet.
Oh, I want
And like
one.
I said, the world is beautiful, even when you're in like these dark and scary areas. Mm-hmm. It's still so beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
And like you said, the music ties in just perfect with the graphics and the gameplay and the whole story they're trying to bring to life.
Yeah, I was watching some trailers, and they were saying like all of the graphics were hand painted.
Oh, I believe it.
Like visually, just from what I've seen, it's beautiful. But I'm kind of on a not as into platformers as well.
But I've never played a platformer like this. It's story driven in a way I've never experienced in a platform game.
Okay, so it's very story driven, but you said there's not a lot of dialogue. Is it all like written out?
There's a lot. You have to read it. The language that they speak is in English. It's some kind of made up language of that homeworld.
Yeah.
So at first it was bugging me, but I was like, no, it's kind of cool because it goes along with the whole like the look of the game. Mm-hmm. But so like I said, it's even if you don't like platformers, I think this is the one to try. Because the story really pushes it along. You're just wondering Like, how are you going to save your world and your friend?
Yeah. Well, between
and
the story, the graphics, and the music, it sounds like you're
and
really immersed.
Ori is a fun little character to play. Like I said, he's really delicate looking and everything and fragile.
Yeah.
But as you progress through the game, he starts getting all these powers that you're unlocking. And this little cute little creature is kicking some butt.
Hey, well, that's good.
And the controls to, like, shoot and everything are just so much fun to play. And I guess I should say, like, how to control the platformer. It's not just like jumping and dodging. There's just a lot more to it. Like, they've jam-packed so much into this little platformer. It's amazing.
Huh. Well, like we said, we've been looking forward, well, especially you, since last E3, so it's just crazy. Finally, one of these, indie games that we've been waiting on is finally come out.
It lived up to its hype, I feel.
So was there anything you didn't like about it?
I really tried to think about it, and the only thing that initially bugged me was that I wish there was, like, this calming voice telling the story versus some made-up language. But halfway through it started to get to be charming, and you didn't hear that anymore. You could still hear the emotion in that strange little language they were talking, but it was really, and like I said, Ori has these powers that he's gaining throughout the game, and you can tell in the skill tree that he's gonna get super powerful. So it's like, motivated to keep going because you want to see this weak little creature become some. Like almost like a hero. Yeah.
Woo.
That was creepy.
That was creepy. Sorry.
Oh, and I gotta say, they did something awesome with the saving. So you can pretty much save wherever you want.
Oh.
Like, you're getting ready to go in to, like, try to jump over this, like, acid water or something. You can save. And then if you die, you'll jump right back there. There's really no loading.
Okay, now you've sold me. Because one thing I don't like about platformers is, like, I always have spots where I fail. And I hate when it makes you go back too far. But if I'm able to just say, like, I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to be dying here. I'll just save real quick.
It's your own fault. Like, sometimes I get so just involved with it going along. Yeah. I forgot to do my save.
Oh.
But,
Well, okay, so, I asked on Twitter if people had questions. And Lost Soul, she is like me. And I actually would have asked you the same question. But she would like to know about the overall achievement difficulty.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being easy and 10 being the hardest, how difficult do you think the achievements to get the full 1,000 would be?
Well, there was a few achievements in there that looked pretty hard, like not going through the whole thing and not dying. Yeah,
I was looking. So some of the ones that I'm concerned about as a achievement hunter, it said complete the whole game without dying, complete the whole game without using an ability point, and to complete it within 3 hours.
See, those sound difficult because I don't know if you could restart the game.
No, if you
can't. So you're starting out fresh again. I mean,
yeah, like if you died, you'd have to start over every time.
Those sound like they'd be really hard.
But the other ones
are easy. Like, you're just getting them for completing levels and just things that you're already doing along the way.
Right. So the achievements are kind of more organic. They just happen naturally as you play. And
yeah, but I think that's part of the challenge. I think it sounds interesting for this type of game to have that playthrough without dying. I think a lot of the platformers do that, though.
Yeah, so they do.
I would say it's like a 7.5.
Okay. Well, and so the 3 achievements that look really hard, it's only 75 points.
Yeah, no, total. The rest of them are, I would say, are easy. It's just play the game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, Lost. It's a 7. Would you say 7.5?
For achievement score. That's not my actual rating of the game.
Score, yeah. Achievement difficulty.
Achievement difficulty.
Now I have to have the achievement unlocked noise.
Yeah, but that's interesting. They said play the game, beat the game in 3 hours because they said that they feel that there's 10 hours of gameplay.
Yeah,
which I can see there is, like, maybe going back and try to get all these achievements and everything. And find all the discoverables and everything once you get your abilities.
Yeah, or